The model behind me is a reproduction of a Confederate ironclad, a style of it, not any particular ship, but we use this one, and another one that we have is the Monitor when we do ironclad battles in the river. We also talk about Civil War naval history. We're the only museum in the world doing all Civil War naval history, nothing but Civil War naval history. Today I'm going to be out here talking with the kids on the kids' roles in the Navy, which was powder monkey mainly, and the jobs and stuff the powder monkey had to do. Also talk to them about naval weapons and the difference between the Navy and the Army.
Today we're going to open up our recruitment. The Emancipation Act has just been signed. It opens up for blacks that they can join the Union Army, both free and runaways. And today we signed them up for a term of 3 years. They can go off and serve their country for the first time. Blacks have also been in wars previous to this. American Revolution, War of 1812. So this is the first time for the United States uniform.
Like this. Action, guys, clap for us. Clap for us. Clap. And turn and honor your partner. All right, you all need to clap and help us out here.
I came all the way from Canada to fight for the Union Army. My parents escaped slavery when I was a little boy, and we happened to get away on the Underground Railroad all the way up north through Ohio, Michigan, and we went over to Canada. When my parents were slaves, we couldn't learn to read and write. We couldn't learn the things kids learn, white kids learn. It wasn't allowed. But when I got to Canada, I learned how to read and write, and when I grew up, I had my own business. I made a lot of money. And when the war came along, I didn't stay in Canada. I went back to the United States because I wanted to fight to get my relatives out of slavery. They were in slavery from Virginia to Texas, and I wanted to do my part. By war's end, there were 180,000 plus black soldiers and sailors in the armed forces of the United States. 17 won a medal called the Congressional Medal of Honor. How many of you ever heard of that? That's the highest award your country can give. And it's because they believed in what they were doing. 133,000 were killed, wounded, or captured. We believed in what we were doing in spite of the fact if we were taken prisoner, we would be returned to a state of slavery. Sometimes we weren't that lucky. If we were captured, you would be executed on the spot. And your white commanding officer would likewise meet the same fate, with the threat of death over our heads. And a lot of us never got paid the way we were supposed to get paid as soldiers. And it was because we were black. That's what they called us. But our meaning for going to war was more than putting the Union back together. They had something to do with it. But we were fighting for you all. For all of you. All of you who read. How many of you read? Don't be ashamed. Let me see your hands.